Take a guess at their relationship status. This looks like a seemingly normal TikTok couple, but a quick glance at their profile reveals they are father and daughter. And suddenly, their content feels a whole lot more disturbing, causing many viewers to cry out for help. Police? Help! Hello, CPS? Check his laptop immediately. Yet, according to 23-year-old Sarah and her 44-year-old father, Patrick, they're not the ones who have crossed a line. The internet has.
There's nothing else but dance trends and fun going on here. I promise.
Nothing you say matters. Because in the long run, you can't do about it.
Some may think the internet is overthinking, but the growing collection of TikToks showing suspicious behavior have raised serious concerns.
I am about to give Sarah a purity ring, but I'm going to do it in a very special way.
It's finally happened. I've had enough.
And viewers even alleged they found dark family secrets. They are running a sex-bot account together? They need to be looked into. So let's take a deeper look into the scary, insane, and revolting dad-daughter dream team and find out why TikTok is asking for Sarah to be saved. A quick scroll through the dream team's early videos might not raise immediate red flags. In fact, the account appeared to be delivering exactly what the bio advertised. Cool dances, challenges, and family fun. Even viewers were charmed, at first. But while Patrick and Sarah's content initially seemed harmless, heartwarming even, the internet soon began to question, was this a close relationship or something more sinister? From Flo Rida's low to hip rolls and twists, the Dream Team's song choices and choreography could be uncomfortably suggestive for a family. There was also no denying that Patrick and Sarah were touchier than your average father and daughter.
Hello everybody, I'm Patrick.
And I'm Sarah.
And we are the Dream Team.
Whether it was holding hands, hugging, or leaning into each other, the pair was constantly finding ways to be close to each other. Viewers were particularly disturbed by the Dream Team's dunk challenge.
Sorry, it's just getting warmed up here.
He was seen grabbing her neck, pushing her head, playing with her hair, and petting her head, to which viewers pointed felt like more than fatherly affection. Why are you petting her like that? Hell nah. I usually skip this part. Even when there was no physical contact, their romantic duets with prolonged eye contact and their faces inches apart made their content feel needlessly intimate. Yet despite Sarah participating in these wordless glances, and sometimes initiating physical contact, there were times she seemed deeply uncomfortable by her father's presence.
Hello everyone, I'm Sarah and this is my dad Patrick.
We love to dance together.
And lip sync.
And get a little crazy sometimes.
Well, you do that normally.
You call me crazy?
If the shoe fits.
Notice her tense laughter? How about the way she unconsciously leans away from her father while he angles his body directly at her and invades her personal space? Viewers couldn't believe what they were seeing. Chat, is this real? Somebody need to do some digging for real. I'm concerned. This wasn't the only moment that sparked fear. Viewers noticed Sarah went into a self-defense scrunch when Patrick went in for a back hug.
Alright guys, so that's it. So try this out for yourself. It's actually really good.
Yep.
Viewers were disturbed at the number of inappropriate concepts filmed together, such as a bikini transition video where Sarah can be seen anxiously biting her lip, or wearing a nightgown to a daddy-daughter date night. Viewers also pointed out Sarah's visible irritation during a live stream when her father teased her like romantic couples do.
Okay, you need to go to bed.
Okay, pillow.
I am not a pillow.
You're not?
Nope.
Okay.
The internet was convinced Sarah needed help. As for Patrick, he was well aware of the criticism, and he seemed unbothered.
I know there's still some comments out there that are saying, oh, this is a little off, or blink 3 times if whatever. I don't care. These aren't going to affect us. They're not going to affect this channel.
Yep, the father and daughter clearly had big dreams for their account.
We're hoping to make a career out of it.
And they weren't going to let a little controversy get in the way. After all, maybe it wasn't the father and daughter's relationship that was twisted, but viewers' perception. The mother, for one, didn't seem to think anything was wrong. That's right. While Patrick and Sarah were undeniably the stars of the account, they weren't the only members of the family. Teresa, the mother, and Hunter, the brother, made the occasional guest appearance. And when Teresa wasn't on screen, she was silently recording and supporting the videos they uploaded.
This is my mother. Her and my dad have been married for 22 years. They are very happy. She just doesn't like appearing on camera very often.
Hi guys. Yeah, I don't like being in front of cameras, but I'm behind the camera, I'm with them all the time, I'm supporting them, and I have a part in it too.
In case the message wasn't getting through, Sarah repeatedly made it loud and clear for the viewers at home.
There's nothing else but dance trends and fun going on here. I promise. There's absolutely nothing going on here. I don't need help. I'm fine. So just please stop commenting this stuff. I'm fine. You don't have to worry about me. I'm perfectly safe. My father is not creepy, weird, or doing anything he's not supposed to do. He's being a father. If you don't like that, you can leave. I love him. He loves me. We're doing something we love together. So you can stop making horrible accusations that are not true in the slightest.
But it wasn't just Patrick and Sarah's body language that gave viewers the heebie-jeebies. As the Dream Team continued uploading content, another red flag came to the forefront: Patrick's possessive streak. Concerns were first sparked by a viral video that was removed from their account following backlash.
I am about to give Sarah a purity ring, but I'm going to do it in a very special way. I am actually going to make it look like a marriage proposal.
For those who are unfamiliar, a purity ring is something people wear to represent their commitment to practicing abstinence until marriage, typically for religious reasons. As for why the father wanted the video to look like a marriage proposal, well, that we can't explain.
I want to thank you for remaining pure. Okay? And I want to give you something.
What?
I want to give you something.
Okay.
Okay? So, Sarah.
Yeah. What are you doing? What?
From Sarah's crossed arms to her uncomfortable laughter as her father got down on one knee, the tone of the video was less touching and more psychological horror.
Sarah, will you wear this ring as a sign and a promise to God and to me to remain pure until the day you're married?
Yes. That is gorgeous.
Give me your left hand. Okay, this ring will remain on your left ring finger until the day your husband puts another ring there in its place.
But internet users weren't just sickened by the video.
I'm ill. I'm ill. I'm ill. I'm ill. I'm ill. I'm sick. I'm ill. Ew, 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 ew.
They were worried for Sarah's safety.
It is a type of control that he masks as it being a part of the faith, when in reality, he most likely thinks of his daughter in very strange ways.
Yes, many people believed Patrick had inappropriate feelings for his daughter, even if he wasn't acting on them. And it didn't help that he remained close with his two brothers, both of whom were convicted SOs.
That's their problem, not mine. Okay, yes, I still talk to my brothers. They're my brothers. Hello. I mean, I don't condone their crimes, but you don't abandon family.
But if her father was having unsavory thoughts, who did Sarah have to turn to? At 23 years old, Sarah still lived at home with little connection to anyone outside of her family. However, Sarah wasn't always so isolated. Before her social media was connected to, or controlled by, her father, Sarah had her own TikTok account where she befriended other users who introduced her to the world of cosplay. But according to Sarah, experimenting with makeup and fashion wasn't evidence that she was growing up. It was a sign she had lost herself.
I got to a point where I couldn't even recognize myself anymore.
During this dark period of her life, Sarah described herself as a people pleaser with no self-confidence.
I was a mess psychologically. I was depressed half the time, and the other half, I was trying to do things that would make people like me, not what made me happy. I had given up on ever finding love, and I wanted to be ugly because maybe then I could find the right guy who wanted me for more than just my looks. I also was beginning to question my faith in God.
Only her father could save her.
It wasn't until my dad stumbled on one of my accounts that I realized how bad it had gotten. My dad sat me down and explained to me that it's okay for you to want people to like you, but by changing who you are, they aren't really liking you, they're liking the person they want you to be.
And the rest was history.
I decided that I still wanted to do TikTok, but I wanted to be the real me. So I asked my dad to team up and do dance trends and maybe even other fun stuff. And so the dream team was born.
Sarah explained that this is why she was so close, touchy, and coupley with her dad.
My dad is the only man that I trust completely. He's the only man that I know will never care about that. He is always there for me, and I can be as close to him as I want, and he will never hurt me.
This was also why the purity ring meant so much to her.
It's the symbol of the person that I want to be. I may never find that person who wants to wait with me and who will love me for me, and if I don't, then that's okay. I may live at home for the rest of my life if I can't find the right guy.
Yes, Sarah was perfectly content living with her father forever. After all, Patrick wasn't just her best friend.
We're almost exactly the same, so we work well together.
It seemed he was her only friend, and so the matching Instagram handles, the displays of affection, the song Patrick wrote and serenaded Sarah with.
The song is called My Sweet Baby Girl, and it is on Spotify, it is on Apple Music, Amazon, everywhere.
And everything else that made the internet go WTF was normalized as part of the Dream Team's special father-daughter bond. But that didn't mean the relationship was healthy. There were times that Sarah appeared to be disassociating on their live streams, a common coping mechanism for people who've been traumatized. Over the years, users also noticed a change in Sarah's appearance. Her under eyes became darker, her expression was lifeless. Overall, she just looked sadder. One Reddit user speculated, her life has been taken from her by Patrick. He sucked the life right out of her. Another user commented, I wish I could rescue her. But did Sarah want to be saved? There was a clear difference between the way Patrick treated his wife and the way he treated his daughter. Take this video of Patrick lip-syncing with Teresa, for example. The good foot between the married couple was hardly the intimate performance Patrick and Sarah were infamous for. In another TikTok, Patrick could hardly look at Teresa. His arm over her shoulder appeared stiff and uncomfortable, like he was waiting to remove it the second the camera stopped recording.
Today we're going to be talking about how to keep the romance alive in a long-term relationship, telling your spouse that you love them, and communicating that just helps to let them know that you love them and you care about them, and that's always a good thing.
As for Sarah, she seemed satisfied with being the object of her father's affection. On live, Patrick and Sarah cozied up, pressed against each other, touching and hugging. But when the mother tried to join in, the father rejected her affection.
Really?
What?
Really?
Yeah, really.
It's too hot for this.
I don't care.
I do.
And it seemed Patrick wasn't the only one who was annoyed by Teresa's presence.
You gonna eat that? I'm eating it right now. No, you're not. What do you think I'm chewing on?
Some even picked up on jealousy in a clip where Sarah referred to Patrick and Teresa as a couple rather than her parents.
It's a two-person dance, and it was the married 22 years couple versus the siblings for 13 years.
And stared emptily at her mother.
We're gonna win.
Before smiling at her father's compliment.
Nah, they're probably gonna win. They got the cute factor.
But to viewers, it wasn't just Patrick's attention Sarah was seemingly competing for. It was also the role of mother.
So, we had to have a nice family dinner before Dad goes back to work.
Can I say hi?
Yeah.
Hello, everybody.
Yes, as Teresa faded into the background of her own family, Sarah took center stage. And despite the criticism Sarah received, some believe there was only one person to blame for this dysfunctional dynamic, Patrick. Okay, since my dad did the same thing, I think I may have an idea on what's happening. My dad treated me more like his wife than he treated my mom. He would tell me things my mom said about me that weren't true, and would always put her down when it was just me and him. I would not be surprised if Patrick is doing the same thing with Sarah. In fact, many believe Sarah was groomed, so she likely didn't know any better. He's obviously normalized this behavior, and because she can't compare it to anything, she thinks this is the norm. I was groomed by my old stepdad. The similarities and favoritism is exactly like hers. Several even insinuated that something more sinister was going on. As someone that was SA'd by her father for 10 years, there's something fishy, 100%. Unfortunately, their relationship is not as abnormal as you think. Years ago, I was in rehab with a 30-year-old woman still being SA'd by her father. Her parents came to visit with her deaf daughter. He was the father of her daughter. And this led TikTok sleuths down a disturbing path that Sarah may allegedly be pregnant. This suspicion came down to this footage of Patrick wearing a "I am just a dad" shirt, while Sarah wore a "I am his ladybug" shirt. Viewers explained, the nickname Ladybug is used on a girlfriend or wife when you are expecting children or planning children. But some pointed out that this was an ongoing rumor for over 3 years with no baby in sight, so it was hard to believe. With the world mistaking the duo as a couple, and what looks like Patrick's favoritism towards Sarah, how did Patrick's wife, Teresa, feel? Well, while she typically had a smile on her face, there were times she seemingly couldn't hide her feelings, even if that meant pulling away and grimacing when her husband touched her.
Hi guys!
And whether Teresa was praising Sarah and Patrick,
I have the best kids and the best husband, and I'm the luckiest mom and wife. Right now I do the recording, I'm always behind the camera, and I'm so proud of Pat and Sarah. They are the dream team, and it makes me so happy to see them grow.
Or defending them.
I am done staying quiet. What the hell is wrong with you people? My husband is the sweetest and kindest man. He would never hurt a fly, let alone his family. Come on, guys.
There was something about the way she spoke that sounded rehearsed. Teresa admitted she wasn't winging these speeches.
I had to write a script to get this out so it doesn't seem so jumbled. And it doesn't help that I'm downright pissed off.
Viewers, however, speculated that Patrick was the real writer in the family. After all, he had been caught mouthing Sarah's words before.
We're going to react to some scary videos and jump scares from TikTok.
Sit back, grab your popcorn, and enjoy the ride.
Multiple times, actually.
And you need to follow him on Instagram, follow him on Twitter, like his Facebook page.
Some also believe that Teresa would be easier to manipulate given the widespread assumption that she had developmental disabilities, something Teresa denied.
Also, just because I'm a kind and caring person and have a sweet personality, it doesn't mean that I'm a pushover or mentally delayed.
But even if Teresa genuinely believed there was nothing inappropriate about her husband's and daughter's relationship, the internet clearly did. And that's what's made the Dream Team's latest scandal all the more disturbing. In December 2024, Sarah posted a video to her personal crafting TikTok dancing to a song she was obsessed with. Nothing unusual when compared to her typical posts, until internet users began digging. See, the song wasn't just clearly AI, but Sarah was the only person on TikTok who had used it. Suspicious? Sure, but not exactly incriminating, until Redditors discovered that the song was created by an AI model named Ariala Brigman. Ariala had multiple social media accounts, some of which involved posting spicy content for money. On Instagram, her bio stated that she was a gamer and played Monster Hunter, Sarah and Patrick's favorite game. And that wasn't the AI model's only connection to the Dream Team. Ariala followed them on Instagram, and Sarah liked her posts. On top of that, simply searching the name Ariala Brigman led to Sarah's unrelated content, hinting that the accounts were linked. A Reddit user pointed out that the name Ariala was also eerily similar to Aurelia, the name of the dragon in a book series that Sarah and Patrick co-wrote, allegedly using AI. At this point, many were convinced Sarah was behind the AI account. As for why she would create a fake profile with steamy posts, One Reddit user had a theory. S probably lives vicariously through this model because it's her only form of self-expression and a way of having control. However, the fact that Teresa and Patrick also liked Ariela's post suggested this was more than a solo venture. It was a family affair. I am so grossed out over this. If they are running a sex-bot account together, they need to be looked into. Yeah, all this stuff takes the cake. It is well beyond anything they've done before. Gross is an understatement. I feel sick! The levels of depravity you have to create this kind of account and content with your daughter is mind-blowing. Someone needs to report and look on his hard drive as soon as possible. Following the Reddit post calling Patrick and Sarah out, all of Ariela's accounts were deleted.
If that doesn't scream guilty, I don't know what does.
Yet the fallout was just beginning. See, according to Sarah, she did have one bestie who wasn't her dad, Jenna Frank, an actress and the daughter of Jason David Frank, the actor who played the Green Power Ranger. However, their interactions at Jenna's meet and greets didn't exactly scream BFFs.
What's up? It's been way too long.
Especially when Jenna couldn't remember the last time she saw Sarah.
I know, like years it feels like, but it's only been months. 5 months.
Or when it was made clear Sarah's bestie didn't have her phone number.
If I give you my number and then you give me yours, we can set up something whenever you're free.
Yet this didn't stop Sarah from writing a song for Jenna and posting it to social media after some encouragement from her bestie, with lyrics like, "The love we share is bigger than time, you're always with me in heart and mind," and "You're my best friend, my northern star." It was an intense tribute to the actress. As for why Jenna wanted Sarah to post the song, one Reddit user joked, she wants published evidence in case she goes missing. And maybe they were onto something, because following Sarah's post, Jenna blocked both Sarah and Patrick, but perhaps it wasn't the song that was the final straw.
There was a comment left on Jenna's IG account talking about the family's ties to the AI account Ariela and its eerie similarities to Jenna, and the conspiracy that the account may have been based on Jenna's image.
Yes, people had pointed out the disturbing similarities between Jenna and Ariela, potentially ending Sarah's seemingly one-sided friendship for good. But Sarah wasn't going to suffer through this loss silently.
It's finally happened. I've had enough.
In July, Sarah went on a rampage against her viewers, claiming the virtual hate had gone IRL and that her family members and friends were now being bullied.
One thing I've learned from all of this, and it is very sad, people are hurtful, hateful, and cruel.
According to Sarah, the only people she could trust anymore were her family members.
They're the only ones that are on my side, without fail. People have said they're on my side and they support me, and in the next breath, they put me down.
When viewers brought up that they were only concerned about what her father might be doing to her, Sarah didn't hold back.
First of all, he isn't doing things. Second, I don't think it's concern at all, because if it was, then it would have stopped on the now 10 or more occasions when I've made a video specifically stating that nothing's going on and I'm fine. The problem is that you people are so afraid to be wrong that you come up with all these incredibly wrong excuses like, oh, I must be groomed, or it's so normal for me that I just can't see it, I must have Stockholm Syndrome, and a dozen other excuses.
Sarah even saw people's concern as hate, alleging,
The truth is, you want there to be some scandal. That's why someone from Reddit created that AI account and tried to make people believe it was us. They can't stand to be wrong, so they gotta create more drama. Here's an idea you might want to try. Mind your own business.
Yes, Sarah claimed the AI account was all a part of some elaborate scheme concocted by a Redditor, which, for many, didn't add up. So someone from Reddit created the AI account, forced their entire family to follow it, and forced Sarah to do lip syncs to its music? Does she realize how ridiculous it sounds that someone from Reddit would catfish her entire family with an explicit AI model, where Sarah just so happened to be the only one ever to find this account and use the music in one of her videos? This is so insane to even suggest. As for Sarah's attempt to defend her father, To Redditors, it sounded more like a technicality than a denial.
Don't come up with accusations that you can't back up with hard facts.
Interesting how she says there is no proof versus it's not happening / isn't true. When it came to their connections to the AI account, Patrick's excuses weren't much more convincing. According to the father, it was all one big coincidence, including Sarah being the only person who used the AI song.
It wasn't up long, apparently, and she's the only one that saw it.
The family liking Ariela's photos.
We literally wanted to support a small creator, even if it was AI.
And even the reference to Monster Hunter in Ariela's bio and her name sounding like a character in their book.
Why would we make it that easy? If I was going to create an AI account, I certainly would not make it anywhere similar to us in any way, because that would be too easy for our trolls to find.
According to Patrick, their haters were so desperate to take them down that they began making up stories about Sarah, from CPS visits to a secret girlfriend.
All lies, made up by somebody, probably from the Reddit page, who decided they needed to get creators involved in making content about us because it spreads awareness.
Patrick then confirmed that a Reddit user had told Jenna about the AI account and claimed Patrick had based it on her image.
Sorry, it looks nothing like her, by the way. It worked. Sarah lost her best friend over it. I hope she sees this and realizes that she got duped.
But had Jenna been duped? Patrick's choice of words only heightened suspicions.
Because even in the event that it were true, that we created it, you can't do anything about it. Why would we make it that easy? Because that would be too easy for our trolls to find, which they did, because, it was right there. Which they did, because...
One Reddit user commented, "Nothing quite like a narcissist with a low IQ." Another user wrote, "This is what we call a Freudian slip, Patrick." Freudian slip or not, it seemed the Dream Team was done defending themselves, and potentially done with their account. With backlash increasing and support dwindling, Patrick and Sarah were forced to reconsider their place on the internet.
Our trolls are the worst in the world.
Yeah.
They are all over us, even in real life. Okay,
Yep.
We've had to deal with a lot of in real life attacks from them recently.
Yeah.
And we're starting to wonder if it's even worth it. So I don't know when we'll be back. I don't know if we'll be back. We gotta protect ourselves and our family and our friends.
But was the Dream Team really leaving, or simply going incognito? Both Patrick and Sarah have said that they have other untraceable TikTok accounts.
Both Dad and I have other TikTok accounts that can't be tracked down and have nothing to do with us, and they're doing well, so we may go that route and build those channels instead. Some people may see that as hiding, but we see it as freeing ourselves from the haters forever.
I do have other TikTok endeavors that the trolls can't find that are actually doing well right now.
It seems people have found at least one. It's a TikTok that edits shows like Teen Wolf and Marvel movies, potentially similar to the content Sarah was creating before she teamed up with her father. What's more concerning are the father and daughter's connections to an Instagram account called Love Whisperer, known for posting romantic and racy content. Sarah and Patrick have been caught liking posts from the account, leading some to wonder if this is their latest social media venture. But even if Love Whisperer isn't property of the Dream Team, internet users are concerned, especially considering the posts the father and daughter are liking. Patrick, for example, liked multiple posts captioned, "I'll marry your daughter," despite already being married. He also liked a post captioned, "Sorry Disney, but my princess is prettier than yours," princess allegedly being a term he's used to refer to Sarah. Sarah has also liked romantic posts from the account, including one that read, "Matching bracelets are cool, but matching last names are cooler." Naturally, this made Redditors jump to some dark conclusions. Oh, they are so sending these to each other. At this point, I'm really starting to believe that they are in a relationship. For now, all the discourse online remains as speculation, and as long as the Dream Team denies the disturbing allegations about their relationship,
The simple answer is there is no proof.
it's their word against the internet's.
because in the long run, you can't do about it.
While you're here, tune into some more TikTok family drama by watching our video about a creator who accidentally sent her grandmother to jail after taking an ancestry DNA test. And consider liking, commenting, and subscribing. Your support means a lot to us and helps us continue to create videos like these.